Hi, Paraton Weather Meteorologist Paul Dorian here on Tuesday morning, August 17th. We have a lot to talk about this morning. 3 different tropical systems of note. Fred came ashore last evening across the western part of Florida as a tropical storm, a strong tropical storm. It has since moved northward, has weakened into a tropical depression, now located right around the Georgia-Alabama border region, and it will continue to cause some significant rainfall up along the spine of the Appalachian Mountains over the next 24 to 48 hours or so, and some of that significant rain can spill out over into the I-95 corridor region as well, especially in the Wednesday night, early Thursday time period for the Mid-Atlantic region. And as is always the case with northward moving remnants of tropical storms, you have to watch out for some strong to severe thunderstorm activity on the eastern side of that storm track. Perhaps even the possibility of some isolated tornadoes, for example, in the I-95 corridor region of the Mid-Atlantic on Wednesday and Wednesday night. Let's take a look at the latest visible satellite imagery, and we can see 2 of the 3 systems that we'll be talking about. We can see the remnants of Fred right here as of early this Tuesday morning near the Georgia-Alabama border. It will continue to move to the north and northeast over the next 24 to 48 hours or so, probably passing over West Virginia into the western half of Pennsylvania. A large area of clouds, and underneath those clouds is some significant rain is falling and will continue to fall over the next 24 to 48 hours or so. Notice a very well-defined system out here. This is now Tropical Storm Henri, Henri, out here over the Atlantic Ocean. It will meander around not too far away from the island of Bermuda, and later in the week it'll kind of make a turn in this direction, and that'll be something to closely monitor along the eastern seaboard. It does look like it'll then just kind of whip around, turn to the north and east, and move back out. But this is something to monitor for sure over the next couple of days. Meanwhile, farther to the south, and we'll take a look in a moment here, Tropical Storm Grace has intensified some, and it looks like it's headed westward towards the Yucatan Peninsula region of Mexico, and then likely even more to the west after that into the northeastern part of Mexico. So a lot going on this Tuesday morning. Well, here's the latest official positioning of these 3 different tropical systems by NOAA's National Hurricane Center. Tropical Storm Henri, and right here you can see this little dot right in here. That's the island of Bermuda. This looks like it'll kind of meander around over the next few days, and later in the week, maybe Thursday time frame, it'll be pushing northwest towards the eastern seaboard. However, it does look like it'll then turn back out in this fashion. Certainly something to closely monitor. Meanwhile, Grace looks like it'll continue basically in a west to northwest track towards the Yucatan Peninsula region right here of Mexico, probably passing over the northern part of it, and then likely continuing right towards the northeastern part of Mexico. Meanwhile, Fred, which came up in this fashion right here, made landfall last evening, the western part of Florida, the Panhandle region, then continue to move north to northeast over the next 24 to 48 hours or so, probably on a path like this over the next couple of days, causing some significant rainfall along the spine of the Appalachians, and again, can see some significant rainfall even spilling out over into the I-95 corridor region. I will say the best chance for the heaviest rainfall, the most significant rainfall, will be on the western side, it looks like, of I-95. Let's say to the north and west of D.C., to the north and west of Philly and New York City. It certainly looks like more significant rain will fall as compared with along coastal sections of New Jersey or the Delmarva Peninsula. Now, as I mentioned up front, oftentimes on the eastern side of a northward moving tropical cyclone, you can have some strong to severe thunderstorm activity, and that would place it right in this region on Wednesday and Wednesday night into the day on Thursday, even the possibility of some isolated tornadoes. Well, here's the current nationwide radar loop from WSI's and telecast.com, and you can see kind of a swirl in the pattern here. That's associated with the tropical depression now, Fred, located near the Georgia-Alabama border. And again, that'll ride to the north and northeast over the next 24 to 48 hours or so, putting down some heavy rainfall amounts across the spine of the Appalachians. And again, there can be some significant rainfall even on the eastern side in a very soupy air mass on Wednesday and Wednesday night into the day on Thursday for the mid-Atlantic region. Very high humidity in a tropical air mass can certainly spawn some strong thunderstorms, maybe even some severe thunderstorms. And really any shower or thunderstorm that develops from later today through much of the day on Thursday in the mid-Atlantic region can contains some heavy rainfall. The atmosphere is unstable and the atmosphere contains a lot of moisture, and that will only increase on Wednesday and Wednesday night into the day on Thursday in the Mid-Atlantic region as the remains of Fred pass by to the north and west. Well, let's kind of focus in on a radar loop here from College of DuPage weather website of the Mid-Atlantic region. Just wanted to point out there are some showers forming over the Chesapeake Bay and certainly upstate Pennsylvania, New York State, and all across West Virginia. Again, the atmosphere is quite humid, quite a lot of moisture. Any shower or thunderstorm that forms, even today and tonight in the Mid-Atlantic region, well ahead of the tropical moisture associated with Fred, can result in some heavy downpours. So watch out, be on the lookout for that. Much of the time will be rain-free, but again, there can be some scattered showers and storms, any one of which can put down some decent rainfall in a short period of time. Well, before we take a look at the computer forecast models, let's take a look at NOAA's prediction of total rainfall amounts over the next 5 days between this morning and Sunday morning, and much of this will fall over the next 48 to 72 hours or so. First of all, Fred, right in this location right now, will basically push on a path like that to the north and northeast over the next 24 to 48 hours or so. And that is why I totally agree with this forecast map that the heaviest rainfall, the potential for the heaviest rainfall will be on the northern and western side of I-95. I-95, for example, running from D.C. to Philadelphia to New York City right here, to the north and west of New York City, to the north and west of Philly, to the north and west of D.C., the best chance for the most significant rain. Having said that, severe thunderstorms can form anywhere along the eastern side of this storm track, especially later tomorrow, tomorrow night. Can even be some isolated tornadoes. We'll have to watch out for that. But coastal sections will end up getting less rainfall, it looks like, with the passage of Fred well to the north and west. Coastal sections of New Jersey, Delmarva Peninsula, as a comparison to the north and west of the big cities. Again, less rainfall at the coast, more rainfall inland to the north and west of I-95. Well, let's now take a look at the ensemble run of the GFS from 6E last night. And why is Tropical Storm Grace headed west all the way towards Mexico? We'll get into that over the next minute or two here. Let's start off here by pointing out, again, we've emphasized this, whenever you have high pressure ridging, anomalous high heights compared to normal in southeastern part of Canada this time of the year. That just opens the door for tropical systems to move from the east to the west, towards the Bahamas, towards Florida, towards the Gulf of Mexico. Now watch what happens over the next 24 hours or so. We really have this focus of a high pressure system by tonight right here off the east coast over the western part of the Atlantic. We get into the day on Wednesday, and again, this is playing a crucial role in the movement. Really, all three of these systems. Right here you have strong high pressures situated over the western part of the Atlantic Ocean as of Wednesday morning. Grace will move in this fashion over the Yucatan Peninsula region and then likely right towards the northeastern part of Mexico, because winds basically flow clockwise around high pressure systems. At the same time, on the backside of this high, It's promoting a southerly flow of air or southwesterly flow of air aloft. That's pushing all the tropical moisture from the deep south all the way up across the Tennessee Valley into the mid-Atlantic region over the next 48 hours. So this is a crucial player here, not only with the remnants of Fred, but with the movement of Tropical Storm Grace over the next few days. And by the way, Tropical Storm Henri, this is the island of Bermuda right here, it's kind of underneath this high pressure ridge, so it will tend to meander, not move very far or fast over the next couple of days. That's always a worrisome thing, because you never know exactly where it's going to end up when it's just kind of meandering around and not too far off the east coast by the time we get into Thursday. So the system right now is likely to move kind of in this fashion, right underneath that high pressure system over the next couple of days, and then probably turning off to the north and east before ever coming too close to the U.S. East Coast. But it's something we definitely have to watch over the next couple of days. Well, let's now take a look at the operational run of the GFS. Those previous maps, by the way, from tropicaltidbits.com, were the ensemble run of the GFS. This is the 6Z operational run. Here is the location of Fred right now, way off to the eastern side here, the right side, Tropical Storm Henri. And this will tend to move right along the Appalachian mountain chain to the north and west of I-95, and that too should be the location of the most significant rainfall over the next 24 to 48 hours or so going into the day on Thursday. But again, can be some strong to severe thunderstorms on the east side of that storm track, and any one of those can bring down some heavy rainfall in a short period of time. And watch out for the possibility of some isolated tornadoes. Now here we are by tomorrow afternoon. Notice the movement towards the coast here of Tropical Storm Henri, a well-defined storm. Here we go by the time we get to Thursday morning. Fred's remains up across New England, and again, heavy rainfall to the north and west of the big cities, all the way up into New England by the time we get to Thursday. And look at this. This is getting awfully close for comfort here by the time we get to Thursday morning. This is the latest run of the GFS, and then it starts to turn to the north and east. Again, quite likely that will happen, but certainly not a guarantee, and something we'll have to watch. Meanwhile, farther to the south here is Grace, still influenced by that high pressure over the western Atlantic, headed westward, west-northwestward, right towards the northeastern part of Mexico. Here we are now by Friday morning. Henri out over the western Atlantic, Grace headed towards the northeastern coast of Mexico by that time. So a lot going on. That's it for now. For ParatonWeather.com, I'm meteorologist Paul Doria.